Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today in this episode, guys, it is time for my monthly what I watched in the month of March, as a matter of fact. I haven't been back for a couple of weeks because for spring break I actually went to Palm Springs down in California, as a matter of fact. So that's why I was absent for almost 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. But I'm happy to be back and bring you guys more content. And since we only had a couple of days left in the month by the time I got back, I thought it might be wait and just do this video, as a matter of fact. So yeah, guys, I'm finally back, and it is time to do my monthly what I watched, as a matter of fact. I will mention, though, since I was in Palm Springs, I was not able to see Death of the Unicorn yet or A Working Man. Those are two of the biggest major those are the two biggest movies that came out in March that I missed, and I'm hoping to make up for them again this month, as a matter of fact. So yeah, guys, with all that out of the way, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do LEGO related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that on YouTube and so much more. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube and want to show your love and support, be sure to hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button. But most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. But with all that out of the way, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. So, I was only able to watch one movie on streaming, and I was only able to get around to watching Elevation. I think this movie either came out in like February or January. I don't think it was March, but it was a sci-fi action movie starring Anthony Mackie, and it's about him. They live in this world where these creatures are where these monsters are getting them, and they have to hide high in the mountains because these monsters are down below where they live. So yes, this was a good movie. It's on HBO Max. So if you guys have HBO Max, I would much recommend you watch this movie because it was entertaining, and I would highly recommend you guys watch it, as a matter of fact. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Now it's time to talk about what I went to go into the theater to see. So the first movie I actually went to the theater to see, this was a movie that my dad really wanted to see, and this is one I said I will watch because it's a sci-fi movie, and I normally like sci-fi movies, and we actually went and saw Mickey 17. So I'm gonna go out on a limb, guys, and say I didn't care for this movie. My dad really liked it. I am actually hearing a lot of people are enjoying this movie as well. Here, I wonder what the Rotten Tomatoes are on this movie. Here, let me look it up real fast here. So it says the Rotten Tomatoes is 78% and a 73% audience score. So yeah, I do see that a lot of people are really liking this movie, but for me personally, I didn't care for it. I mean, this wasn't. My dad actually thought that this movie would be like more action oriented, but no, it was like a big sci-fi drama, and I do not care for drama movies that much. I am not a fan of those kinds of movies, and this movie just did not intrigue me, and and yeah, I just did not care for it. It was just really slow and boring for me. It's do I think it's a bad movie? No. But it's just in the middle because I just thought it was kind of boring, as a matter of fact. But the next movie I went and saw in theaters, and this was an early access that me and my dad went to. We actually found an early access showtime for Novocaine. And to be honest, this is one of my favorite movies of the year so far, and this is by far the most entertaining movie that I've seen so far this year. I really like this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. It was funny. It was violent. It was a whole lot of fun. And if you guys, and I'm not going to give anything away because it's still a very new movie, and I know there are some people out there that really want to see this movie that have not seen it yet. And to be honest, this movie was an absolute blast. I actually walked out of the theater laughing on how fun this movie is. It was a lot of fun, and if you guys have not seen if you guys have not seen it yet, I would highly recommend you go see it in the theater, because this movie will make you laugh from beginning to end if you like the action comedies. And yes, this movie is very, very fun, as a matter of fact. So yes, I'd highly recommend it. Alright, so the second to last movie on this list that I also went and saw excuse me, guys. The last movie I went and saw in theaters this month was In the Lost Lands. This is one with David Bautista and Gina Malkovich. So this is actually an action sci-fi movie, and it's also a post-apocalyptic movie as well. And my dad was interested in this one too, so we both went and saw it. And he said it wasn't like a great movie. I actually did not think that this movie was too bad. Actually, I actually thought that this was a pretty good movie for what it was going for. Now it wasn't like a great or like a groundbreaking movie or anything though, but I thought this movie was pretty decent. As a matter of fact. So yeah, this would be a movie that I would recommend to you guys, if you guys like the action sci-fi and post-apocalyptic type stuff. I would recommend you go see this movie in the theaters. This was more of like a limited release, so there's not really like a whole lot of showtimes anymore, but it was actually a pretty good movie, I thought. And but if you guys think this is a movie that you would want to wait for streaming, I would recommend you do that as well. But yeah, for the most part, I actually thought it was a pretty good movie for what it delivered. Alright, the last and final movie I went and saw in the month of March is probably the most controversial movie of March, and that is the live action Snow White. What am I going to say about this movie? It's going to shock a lot of you. I loved this movie. I actually thought that this was a great live action remake, and this is another one of my favorite movies of the year so far. I thought this movie was very well done. Gal Gadot's performance in this movie, Rachel Zegler's performance in this movie was really good as well. Yeah, basically, I enjoyed this movie from beginning to end. I like what they did with this movie. I like the direction that they took it in, as well. I know there's some controversy going around with the dwarfs, because they did CGI them, but personally, I don't know why that's so controversial. Actually, I actually think it's an okay. I actually think what they did was fine, but yeah, I'm kind of like, really, I don't feel like we need the controversy going on with this, as a matter of fact. But yeah, the performances in this movie were great. I enjoyed this movie, and post COVID, so far, in my opinion, this is the best Disney live action remake in my opinion. And I feel like and I feel like the live action Lilo and Stitch is going to be good, as well. And in my opinion, the live action Snow White is the best live action remake since they did the live action Lady and the Tramp, as a matter of fact. But with all excuse me, guys. But with all that being said, though, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video, and that is everything that I watched in the month of March, as a matter of fact. So yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video, as a matter of fact. Comment down below what was your favorite movie that you watched in the month of March. And if you like what I do on the channel, be sure you hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button. But most importantly, make sure you press the notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go bring you back to more videos, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!